you know, if you look through our kind of channel, we've got loads of kind of little special. This is another special for me, and I'm sure there's going to be lots more. I was looking through the Rough Trade kind of website, and then this popped up, and I had to get this. I was so excited for this. Those who've watched my other videos know that I'm a huge fan of Adam and the Ants, and I got into Adam and the Ants when they were a punk band, obviously going to the Kings of Frontier, all the kind of poppy stuff. But I got into them as a punk band. It's now the 45th anniversary of their first ever single as Adam and the Ants, Young Parisians. This has been released by Decca, I said, for the 45th anniversary. They've kept the sleeve the same. There's a little sticker on the front there. It's the same single. There's nothing special about it. Well, it is special. It is very special. I'll take that back. This back sleeve is exactly the same. But the 7-inch single is actually on clear vinyl. And that's the 45th anniversary for the release of Adam and the Ants, Young Parisians. When they released this, you know, Adam and the Ants are known as a punk band. I'd say that's how I got to know them, the Decco's White Sox album. This took a lot of people by surprise because they were expecting, you know, a punk band record. But in fact, what they got, Young Parisians, is a very kind of acoustic-driven, kind of ditty of a tune, really. And it was chosen, you know, in his biography he spoke about, he chose this as the lead single, first ever Adam and the Ants single, to confuse his listeners, to confuse his fan base. And I suppose that in itself was very punky. So the band at the time was Matthew Ashman, you had Dave Barbarossa on drums, and then you had Andy Warren on guitar. Make sure I got that right, on bass guitar, sorry. And I think Adam played a few guitar. Adam actually did the artwork by himself. Here we go. Now, people were playing the B-side. Now, the B-side was more Adam and the Ants, punk style Adam and the Ants, and it was a track called Lady. And I remember getting this, and how old I would have been 9. And I think we were like, I mean, the sleeve is quite erotic, and the song itself was quite erotic. You know, I saw a lady, she was naked, you know, talking about walking up her back and stuff like that. I didn't know what that meant, but when he's talking about how she's nude and naked, so that was very punky for us. That should have been the A-side, to be honest, because it was a punk single. You know, they weren't going for the pop charts. You know, it was a punk single. Why didn't you put that as the A-side? But it's fine. We all learned to love Young Parisians anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's the one I kind of go to, is Lady, and or Young Parisians. So it's really exciting to know the 45th anniversary, Adam and the Ants, Young Parisians, and I think it's something that should be in everyone's collection. Everything about this is incredible, because obviously then they follow this with Car Trouble, Xerox Machine, which is still kind of what we call the punky Adam and the Ants. There are loads of variations of this. When I say variations, through the years, variations. This was my original one I bought as a 9-10-year-old, whatever, how old I was, very, very young. But I do know there is a variation on this. If you look at Dave Barbarossa, which is this guy here, he's got a little white line going through his hair. There are variations where there isn't any. It's just the white line's gone, it's just black. You've also got other variations where you got the moulded all complete, but then there's another version of this where the middle pops out. So that's another variation which I do have. It also came out on a 12-inch picture disc. Also came out in France. I think there's one with Adam on the front. I also have this one, which came out in Italy, the sleeve. It's very, very, or is it French? I don't know. No, it's definitely Italian. Obviously, you've got the Eiffel Tower with a razor blade over the top. I don't know what that's supposed to represent, but I think this is going for quite a lot of money now, the Italian version of Young Parisians. I know there's a French version, but I absolutely love it. If you don't know this song, just check it out. If you want something in your collection that you should have in your collection, it should be the 45th anniversary release from Decca of Young Parisians and Lady on see-through vinyl. And that's Adam and the Ants, Young Parisians.